You see, the good news is this: when we gave up on God, he refused to give up on us. God himself took action. He renegotiated his identity. God came down in the person of Jesus. He entered into our suffering, fulfilled the law on our behalf, and his perfect life counts in place of our sinful life. I've told this story before, but I think it's helpful here. I have a friend who adopted a little girl after he and his wife already had children biologically. And he told me that he's often asked in public places, even in church, which of the children are yours? To which he responds, well, they're all mine. And sometimes the person will press, well, you know what I mean, which of them are yours? And he will say emphatically, the adopted child is mine just as much as the other children are mine. Don't you see that when we're united to Christ by faith, God the Father looks at us through the perfect record of Jesus. Through his life, death, and resurrection, he says to us, you are mine as Jesus is mine. No less. When we receive adoption as sons, we receive all the honors and privileges of sons. The love that God the Father has had for the Son from all eternity, the love that spilled over and made the worlds, is now the same love that is fully ours as children of God. But for our identity to be changed from that of a slave to that of a son, Jesus' identity had to be changed from that of a son to that of a slave. This is how it's spoken of in Philippians 2. That he who was by nature God emptied himself of all the rights and privileges of his divine sonship and took on the form of a servant, a slave. He submitted himself, as we saw the last couple weeks, he submitted himself to being identified with sinners, that we might be identified with the righteous one, that we might be identified with him as children of God. You see how costly was our adoption, how costly was our freedom.